how to self-correct a lateral shift, and these can be caused for a couple different reasons. Generally, it's the joints of your back stiffen up because you tweaked your back and you end up kind of being shifted off to the side. So there's a couple different ways to do this, but one of the easiest ways is finding a wall or a doorway or door frame, and we're actually going to help manually try and correct and overcorrect this shift. So let's just say I'm presenting with my shift is this way, so we call this a right lateral shift. So if I am shifted off this way, and it can be varying degrees of this shift, right? You can be way over, you can be just slightly over, but the goal is we don't want to just correct it, we want to overcorrect it. So if I'm over here, I'm actually going to place my hand on my hip, and you can actually lean against them on the glass here, but lean against a door, and the goal is to push your hips, using your arm, push them straight into the door or straight into the wall, whatever you're leaning against. I'm going to kind of get the side here, but you're trying to get as far as you can, and you're trying to overcorrect this. So it's great to get to neutral, but for some longer term change, you want to actually get past neutral, and like your other hip, you want it to hit that door. And so with my feet, if I'm really close to it, I'm not going to have as much range of motion. If my feet are farther away, I'm going to have a lot more range of motion. So feel free, I kind of just get this arm out of the way, and you're trying to push straight into the wall, into the door, whatever it is, and having your feet farther away allows you to really get a little more of that stretch. So this is a great way to start to work on this shift. What I like to do, a set of 15 to 20, ow, 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 pain, back off. Ow, 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 pain, back off. Hold a little bit longer than that, like a 1, 2, 3 to 5 second count, and back off unless it's really painful. What we don't want to see happen is a reproduction of the pain that gets worse. If the pain reproduces, it goes away. And it reproduces, it goes away. And that stays the same, or it gets better, great sign. If it starts to get worse, we can back right off. One thing to keep in mind, make sure your hip is not, like we're sticking our butt out, make sure your hip is, you're squeezing your butt a little bit, your core is engaged, and that will allow you to go straight to the side and not arch your back and add any rotation, or have I call it a duck butt, where you're kicking your butt out backwards. Hope this helps. Give it a shot, and let us know how it goes.